Hello! I am running a little late. Sorry about that. I am just tweeting and then we can get started. Okay, done. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. I'm sweating. I was rushing. But hello, I am doing a hand cam today. I'm Bunni Aria. I am a cozy PNGTuber who likes playing games and also building things. I've really gotten into hand cams lately. So today we're doing another hand cam. We are building Kanto starter plant block sets. And that is a huge mouthful. I have not found a more compact way to describe this. So that's what I'm going for. Now, if you want my qualifications to build today, by the way, hello, this is a hand cam. I have built this in the past. This is the Jigglypuff set. I think it's very cute. And recently, I found the rest of the sets, so that's what we're building today. We're just gonna have Jigglypuff here, and it's going to be witness to what we're doing. Oh my goodness, I am so tired. It's been a long day. Not in the way that you probably think, but it's been a long day. So, you know what? Let's just get started. Alright, so... I apologize, it's a bit blurry. But if you look, this is how I like to build things. I like to put everything very neatly. As you can see, it's all been organized. So we should be able to get through all 4 today. That is the plan. Okay. Yeah, this is super interesting. I've never understood this. If you look, the first instruction literally starts us at the end. Like, I haven't built anything yet. What do you mean? Okay, so we're gonna start with Pikachu. Now, if you look, you would think that Pikachu is actually built. But as you can see, they're tiny little pieces. This is Pikachu, and help me today, you're probably wondering. I had a hard time when I was doing puzzles. That's why I'm wearing these surgery gloves. Sorry, I was about to sneeze, but I did not. I also have these. We are, in fact, doing surgery today. So let's see. We got a little foot. We got another little foot. And then we got the tail. Alright, so we're gonna put... I don't think there's a difference between the 2 feet. I was trying to get a closer look. I don't think there's a difference between the 2 feet. We will see though. Oh wait, there is kind of a difference. Let's see. Okay, I think this is probably the left foot. It does look a bit blurry. I'm not able to get focus on with my camera, so apologies, but we're gonna do this. That is 1 foot. You know, this is very apt. I should have said starting surgery. Dang it, a missed opportunity. And number 2. Oh, that was pretty loud. But now Pikachu has his little feet. I think that's right. I pretty hope that's right, but it should be easy to correct if I need to. Now he needs his tail. Now I think there's only one way to do his tail. Anyone who does it like this is crazy. It has to be pointing up. So let's just put in his tail. Okay, so now we have Pikachu. That looks a little more right. Although I do wish that they had... Oh, okay, so I see. I thought that you couldn't see the little brown, but it's at the very bottom, and that's still okay. Alright, so Pikachu. Done. I'm gonna be doing this a lot today. Okay, step 2. After we did Pikachu, we're going to build this. Now, I really like building things. I don't really see it a lot. I don't know. I wanted to make it easy, but we'll see. I might just have to like put it off screen so that I can see it and you guys may not be able to. Okay, so we need 1 of the big piece. Hello, welcome. Yes, they are all adorable. I'm really excited to build this. We're starting off with Pikachu, of course. I'm also, hold on, I'm taking a look because some of these are tricky. Okay. So there are two types of the 2 blocks. I'm gonna grab the normal type because that's what they're asking for. And apparently you just take this, put it here, and I clipped my glove in the block. Well, this is gonna be an ongoing struggle. Okay. So then we got this one and over here. Okay, that was pretty satisfying. So we're gonna do this. Wait, one more. And then I also have step 2, which is taking 2 of these alternative blocks and putting them so it looks, the picture is this way, this is this way, and it goes like this. All right, so we gotta do that. We gotta make this, well, 3 times. Because we only have 3, that makes sense. Now, when it comes to building this, I actually find this very therapeutic. I know a lot of people have like their own ideas, and some people have grown up with this, like Legos and building blocks, and some people haven't. But for me, I didn't really necessarily grow up with it. I was more into playing with like reading. I guess that's not playing, but I would like read, I'd do Polly Pockets. So I never really got into Lego, but I had like family who was super into Lego. So I did know about it. But I have recently discovered that there is very cute Lego. And that is what appeals to me, because before it was just like cars or very general things. And I know that recently Lego's been coming out with a lot of things like flowers, and that's really cute. And I did make one. I did make the orchid, if you guys have seen it. Actually, you guys haven't seen it, but if you guys know of that set, I've made an orchid. So this is the first character set I believe I've made. Yeah, this is the first character set, and I'm gonna keep clipping my glove. But I've really enjoyed it. So, of course, gotta be mindful of... Yeah, it is really pretty, I agree. I actually am tempted to do other ones, but I think I'm okay with just the orchid. So far, none of the other ones have appealed to me. But maybe they'll make more in the future. Maybe I'll find one I like and I'll do it on stream. I don't know. Okay, we've made the 3. I forgot. I had somewhere I was going earlier with my thought and I totally lost it. Okay, let's see. So now we gotta make the next one, which is 4 of these. First, I gotta take one of this, the very long piece, and put it on this part. And then, oh boy, taking one of these. I gotta bring the instructions a bit closer. And putting it in between. Okay. This is what's interesting about this set to me, is like the way that it puts things together. It's not just, I guess, the blocks. I've never seen people use like these sticks until I started doing these sets. Okay, so we got this. And then one of these, I don't know if you guys can see it because my hands are so clunky in this. It goes, wait, before I do anything, I gotta look. I've done this mistake before where I've put things in the wrong order and then I had to take them apart. They're not confusing, it's just, you kind of have to get used to it. I think like with anything. Looks like I gotta put one piece there and then I put it there. Okay. I think it's just like one of those things where you have to read everything. So once we have this, now I take this and put it through this way. Oh my gosh. Oh, nope. This is the part I figured I would have trouble with because as long as you have these pipes, these sticks, pushing them through is always not easy. So once I've got this in, okay, and then I can push it in like that. Oh, that might be easier. Might be a lot easier. Okay, so I've made one of this. I gotta make 4 more. So let's do this. We'll start a production line. The thing for me is I've tried doing this without organizing it like this, and it just took way too long. So I think even though it takes some time to like set this up, like to organize everything, it's definitely worth it. When you know where everything is, it definitely makes it a lot easier. That's just my personal preference though. Oh my gosh. Okay. Over here. I had to look and see where the piece was. Now, yes, once you have like this part on, the stick, it's a lot easier to just push everything together so that you see here. I think I've made it click. Okay, good. So 1, 2, 2 more. There are some really cool Lego sets in this series I've seen. Oh, okay, good. I didn't clip my glove. I think the Pokemon ones are one of my favorites because I've seen some other Pokemon sets and the Pokemon are actually made out of Lego, which makes them look kind of clunky. They don't really look as good in my opinion. That's why I kind of like this set because the Pokemon is like a figure and then everything else is Lego. That's why I've never really like been interested in a lot of, I guess, Western sets. The aesthetic. Oh shoot, see, this is why I don't, I forgot to put this part on. I think I'm still good. Okay, yeah. Woo! Sometimes when I'm making things in a row, I try to like streamline what I'm doing and then I miss a piece. So good thing this time I didn't miss something too big that I couldn't stop and fix. Okay, so we've got, you guys can't really see what I'm doing, can you? 1, 2. This is the 3 we made earlier. Here are the 2 I just made. Here's 1 more. And this is the last one. Now, I think particularly, I considered making this a video, but I really want to try and see what kind of hand cams would be interesting. I have plans for more hand cams next week. One of them will either be Pokemon hand cam, Pokemon card openings, or it will be something else that I want to test for Halloween. So we'll see when I get there which one I decide to do, because I'm still thinking about my schedule for next week. Okay. Oof. All right. Now we got that in. I didn't realize how blurry my camera is, but it's still okay. We're still okay. All right, that's 4. So we're done with next one. This is the next step. All right, so we got the yellow piece here. Oh, I was like, why is there only 1 yellow piece? They're over there. So we got yellow. Yellow. And then when you have those, you have this. So this goes over here, I believe like this. Yes. And then this goes over here like this. So it becomes this shape. And then you have to add 2 more. So we're essentially, I am pretty familiar because they usually follow a similar pattern. In addition to the the Pokemon Jigglypuff one I made, I've made 4 Sanrio ones. That's why I'm pretty comfortable with the instructions. They do look confusing for the first time, but you kind of get used to it. Okay, so then we put this here. And then this one goes here. So it looks like this from the bottom. I wonder why it's flat. Interesting. So I got 1 piece that goes over here. And I'm pretty sure you finished the circle, but just in case... Oops. Sorry, Pikachu. Just in case, let's take a look. Okay, so I was right. I do not need to fill in the last one. So we're gonna connect these 2. And then leave it like this. Or facing this way. The Jigglypuff Lego is adorable. It was the very first set I've done. Okay, now that I've made this and I've left my little gap, we take one of these. And I'm just gonna double check where I place them. On the center corners, okay. So it's gonna go like this. One here. One over here. Wait, hold on. Because I gotta keep it in perspective. So one goes over here, okay. So we got these 3. And this is where it gets a little more confusing, okay. So we got these 2 that go here. So one goes here. And one goes over here. They both go in between, so. All right, good. Those are good sounds. You want to hear that click when you're doing Lego. Well, building blocks. I can't call this Lego. Okay, so we got those, and that looks about right. Now we're doing the last one and the last piece. No wonder. Okay, so we got one here. Warp. Okay, that did not click, unfortunately, but it did fit. And I don't think it's gonna move. How about this one? Okay, better. So now we've got all 4 of these. Let me open the next page. Okay, so now we're making the last part with the little logo. So this will be our center then. I see. Okay. So first let's take, we take one of these. Hold on, I just need something to hold it down. One of these will go here. Click, and I did not clip my glove. And then we take a yellow, and it goes on the bottom. And then, oh, I was wrong. So this one goes over here. So then we take the other one, clip it on, put this over here. And you know, this one is really a trust the process. I've learned from making these that you really have to trust the process. It does turn out the way it's supposed to. So we got this. We take these little pieces, one goes here. The other goes over here. Until I can put it on, it's gonna be a little wonky. And this goes on here. Okay. And then there we go. We got the little Pokeball. Now this, if I'm not wrong, is just gonna go on the center. You guys can kind of see the instructions there. So this one goes in the center here. As you can see, there's like a perfect slot for it. Okay, click please. There we go. Did not click in the way I wanted it to. And I also don't like how there are like gaps in the Lego. It makes me want to like push it together so that it fits more firmly. Okay. All right, now that we have this, we put this on top of this large piece. Hold on. So this goes this way. Okay, it goes like this. Oh, wait, it goes on top. My bad. I was so confused. I was like, it's not clicking because the bottom is smooth. Okay, it goes on top. It goes on top. This is why you got to be careful. So this goes on top. Oh, I thought it would pop all 4 times, but that's okay. So we got this. Next page. All right, now we're gonna use this. We're gonna make the rim. We're gonna make the edges. We're gonna smooth them out. So this goes here. The curves goes here. One here, and then one more over here. Okay. And then we got these. These I thought I would need the tweezers for, but so far we don't. And then last one. Click. Very satisfying. Okay. Now we're gonna deal with the bottom, because apparently what these 4 are for the little feet. For the little stand. Now we're doing some of the bigger pieces, so we're still doing okay. I'm gonna really dread when we do some of the tiny pieces. Like some of the sets we're gonna do today have very tiny pieces. Yeah, we're gonna need tweezers. And number 4. All right. That is our stand. Excellent. Now we're going to build the next part, which is all the flowery stuff. And the cardboard piece of paper I'm supposed to put up. All right, so let's get started. Now, when I got this, there's actually bag 1 and bag 2 for the pieces. And we finished bag 1, now we're doing bag 2. These are actually part of bag 2. I just moved them over here. Moved them over here to bag 1 tray because I ran out of room on bag 2. You can see that. Very clearly, I ran out of room. So first, let me take a closer look. So we're gonna take, I believe it's this piece. So let's use the tweezers. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's this one. Let's take a closer look. Yes. And then we need, what color is that? The colors are also very important. So we need this, we need this, and we also need one of these, the pale yellow piece. So The thing with this is they always do in perspective. So we're gonna keep this here. I believe I put, yes, a pale yellow over here. Hold on. Oh my god. Okay, well. Skip one, do one. Okay. And I have to count when I do this because it will confuse me because it always keeps things in perspective and it does not do a bird's eye view, which I don't understand. So Keeply, if you're watching this, which I kind of doubt it, but consider a bird's eye view for your instructions. I think that'd be helpful. Okay. Oh no! So the Pokeball fell off. That's okay. Trying to put it back on. There we go. It's fine. We're fine. Okay. So we're starting off there. Alright. I'm pretty sure that's right. And I have to be careful because if I do a misstep, then that's going to make things confusing later on. So then we take this one? Or is it the one that's open? Nope, I think it's this one. This one goes over here. Then we grab that. Put it over here. And then we have... Hi, Cheesecake! Yes, I'm building Pikachu! With very, very detailed instructions that do it from a perspective. But yeah! Oh my gosh. Do you like my very organized tray of pieces? I spent a lot of time. But it's very helpful. I really appreciate my advanced preparation now that I'm actually building it. Alright, so we got one there. Let me go to the next page. Okay, so this is really a trust the process kind of thing. Yeah, I did that for all of them. So we'll see how many I get through today, but it's definitely helpful. It's definitely making this a lot easier. There's so many small pieces though, I will say. But you know what, it's okay, trust the process. I've built a couple of them. This is very much a trust the process kind of thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, okay. I had to count because I have another piece, which is this one, and I had to count how far it goes, and it's like this. So then I have one more, which is this one. And that goes right in front. Like that. So that means, as you can see, they tell you to do it in step 1, but they don't show you where it goes into step 2. So I think that's pretty accurate. I did have to count. So then we take this. Oops. Okay, so we take this, take these, and put the leaves on the ends. Yeah, they really do. They also don't do it from a bird's eye perspective. I don't understand this. I'm gonna keep complaining about it because if they just did a bird's eye perspective, I think it would make more sense from like this standpoint. From this standpoint, I guess they want to make sure you know which one's the front, but still. Hold on, I'll put this there so you guys can see as I'm like piecing this together. Alright, so I think this goes... And I have to be careful with my gloves too. They do, I agree. Sometimes it does get confusing. Especially when I have to like pick it up and look really close at the instructions and be like, oh my gosh, where does this go? Hold on, can you see the focus? I'll show you how tiny the little pieces are later too. Okay, so now I understand that I did this wrong because this leaf is supposed to go this way. And then we have this leaf, which goes this way. Also, I think like wearing gloves doesn't help my case. Like this. Okay. So it's supposed to go this way, right? Kind of. And then let me show you these two pieces that I legit thought were extra plastic. I just have to try to pick it up. You can't even see it on camera. Like, can you see this? Oh, hold on, the focus isn't there. I'm like a beauty influencer. Hold on, can you see how tiny this is? Oh my goodness. And I'm supposed to put it here somehow. I'm gonna have to do this off screen because there's no way I'm gonna be able to like... Maybe if I use tweezers? Oh my gosh. Well, good thing I have 3 of them. It is so small. And it's supposed to go here. Okay, hold on. Oof, okay, I got one on. And I got one more. I'm gonna have to remember to pick that up later. And then our new... You know, I think we've made a joke before in my like puzzle streams how I'm doing surgery, and I'm like, this time I really am doing surgery. I'm wearing the gloves, I have the tweezers, I'm doing delicate work. I love how my camera just doesn't know where to focus on. Focus on me! Focus on me! Oh! You're right. I'm gonna rebrand. Whenever I do hand cams, it's gonna be Bunny. I'm gonna say surgery in session. Dang it, I should have like did that as my going live tweet. Surgery in session. I am not joking when I say it does not appear to fit. Probably because of my tweezers. I was looking for like surgery gloves as like a hand asset because I wanted to put that on and I couldn't find it, so I used the blanket instead. So technically, my hands are these. Like, I need the asset. If someone can find it, let me know. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ooh, I had to pick it up. Alright. Push. Okay. I don't know if it's facing the right way. At this point, what's important is I got it on. Now I gotta figure out where to put it. Let's see. It says I'm supposed to put the 2 on top. I'm constantly having to look at the next step. So it's supposed to go here. And, hold on. Here and here. So it goes like this. Leaf go on the floor. Yeah, that's just part of the process, you know? Good thing, that's why they give you extras, in case you drop things. Okay, so now we need the square yellow and... I don't know what that's supposed to be. I think that's supposed to be this. Love it when the glare makes it hard to see. Okay, this goes here. So that goes there, and then we also get one of the squares. Oh, there's only one yellow square. That's really easy. And it goes, I think, in the corner. Okay. So it goes in the corner here. You can't really see it, but trust me, it's there. It's right here. Can you see it? Like, it's right there. Alright, so then I also have to grab this little bench. The bench goes over here, because there's 4, yes. And it goes with the little handles sticking up. Actually, it looks like a piano bench, doesn't it? I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks like a piano bench. Yeah, barely, right? Okay. Now this goes here. And one more is this one. You know, this is like, I imagine if you're watching a brain surgery, you have to watch it in like very zoomed in, otherwise you can't see anything. And I say that as someone who's currently doing Lego. I would know, I'm a surgeon. That's gonna be my new rebranding. I was gonna say that's what I'm gonna be for Halloween, but like I'm actually a surgeon, so technically it's not like a costume. Okay, I think that's right. I think that's right. Now, next page. Oh, okay, so they want me to build the little star thing. Did I skip a page? I feel like I skipped something. No, I did not. Okay, so they just want me to build the little star that goes in Pikachu's background, because, you know, Pikachu is the star of the show. It's not tomato or anchovy. So, this is the star. And actually, when I was, like, opening it before, I accidentally, like, was scared I'd cut it open. He is slay. You're so right. Oh. Oh, wow. Pikachu is 3 stars. I love how I have 3 stars here, and then the emoji you use, cheesecake, is actually like 3 stars. That's so... What kind of coincidence is that? Okay, so we have this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this white piece. I'm so scared to use my fingers because like I'm gonna mess up my organization. So we're gonna push that through. Hole punch. We hole punched. Okay. Then, so we got that. Take this, this, and this. All right. So what we're gonna do is take this with this on top. Now, why does a... Have you ever seen those, like, the TikTok videos where it's like, where does the circle go? And it's like, in the circle. Well, in this one, the circle goes in the plus sign. This is gonna drive someone crazy. I just know it. It's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, so the circle goes in the plus sign. And where else does the circle go? In the other circle. In the square hole. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. See? Okay, so the circle goes in the square hole, and then the circle also goes in the other plus hole. Oh my goodness. I just remember like top 10 parent betrayals is what they do to their kids. So this one, now where does the plus sign go? You're right, the plus sign. All right. It doesn't look very elegant because I have like clunky gloves on, but you know, that's how it looks. Ta-da! It's like the Mario Party emoticon where it's like, you're a star. Okay, now this goes right here. You can see where we had like the color coding, the color matching. Yes, yes. Click. And now it can move. Ta-da! Okay, Now we're gonna make flowers. Whatever these are. I would think they're flowers. I would assume. So we got this piece. This piece goes on top. And then we take 2 of the red pieces. And we got this on the bottom, so this goes up here. Delicate work. Delicate work. Even more delicate than my puzzles. Another one. Now, watch me find out I'm supposed to turn one of them. Okay, click, click. I was supposed to turn one of them. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. They're facing 2 different directions. Okay. I turned it. I turned it. I did turn it in the right direction. Good. And they're also clicked. So now I need to put 2 more, and they're gonna face in the opposite direction. All right. So we got 1 goes here. It does go there, trust me. I know it's not cooperating. And then this one has to go this way. All right. Now, it may not look like flowers now, and it may not look like flowers later, but that's what it's supposed to be. Okay. So now I'm taking this bright pink, which looks nothing like the instructions, by the way. Like, if you were expecting some pastel pink, I'm sorry, you get the hot pink. Oh my goodness, it's a must-have. I don't know how I'd be doing this if I didn't have tweezers. And then the red goes on top of the pink. I'm so glad, like, when I was putting the pieces, organizing the pieces earlier, I kept trying to imagine how I would do this with gloves, and I realized I have tweezers, because I just bought these for something else. But you know, multi-purpose. Okay. What? So I can't ignore this piece like I did the other one. I literally only have 4 of the pink, so I had to go get it. So we got 1. Hold on. Focus. Focus, camera. Okay, yeah. We got 1. Like, do you see how zoomed in my hands are when I'm doing this? If anyone else would like a challenge, I recommend putting things together with tweezers. And I don't just mean like the building houses. You know those like houses where you have to use glue and you're like making them light up and there's wood and paper and it looks really aesthetic. I really wanted to do that. And then I found out literally how many different steps and I was like, I cannot do that live. But now that I'm doing this, I kind of am considering it. I'm kind of considering it. Because right? So it's like the building, they're very aesthetic. They're very cute. And I've seen them. They're also like very expensive, but you know, content. But yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. And if anyone's wondering, these are like 5-inch tweezers. Like these are, I'm pretty sure these can be used for like, not food. I've seen like food tweezers. They're huge. This one's like not medical grade, but you can put it in your first aid kit. So it's pretty big. Okay. Just using it to adjust. All right. So we made all 4. And now I gotta put them in. All right. Let's see how this goes. So 1 goes. Click. The next one goes. Click. This one goes. Click. And so far I haven't clicked my gloves. And last one. Click. Again, is it very aesthetic? No, but will you be able to tell from a distance, like with Jigglypuff? Probably. Okay, so we've got all 4 on. I don't understand why there's so much glare. I literally don't have a lifeflation that way. And then this one goes on the green bench. Okay, so we got green and green. Okay. Ooh, I thought I have to use more strength, but I didn't want to in case. So that's what that looks like. Good. Apparently I'm supposed to tilt it. Okay. And now comes the big succulent part. Like literally, this is the succulent. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. You wanna see how big the pieces are? They're pretty big actually, but oh my goodness. Okay, there's literally 4 pieces that go into this. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. All right. So we got 1. We got... Up! It rolled. The pieces are actually running away. I have to use tweezers. Hold on. Extract. Extraction. It literally went behind my computer. Okay, we got piece 1. I actually have to check. There's like 2 colors here. It's the dark orange one. Okay. So we got one of these and then one of these little wrenches. You can't see it. So we got 1, 2, like this. And then this goes from the bottom. Okay. It's supposed to go like this. And once we have that, I take one of these. I should have put them the other way. And we put it in there. Okay, so now I gotta do this 8 more times. Let me look. I'm trying to get the direction right. Okay, I think it's supposed to be like this. Or at least that's how it looks according to here. Yeah, I think that's right. 8, yes. 8 petals. It's a big succulent. So we got 1. When I saw this, I am not gonna lie, I immediately did not look at the price and then went to go pay. It was actually much more affordable than I thought it would be. Like, I thought these sets, they'd be pretty expensive, but they're not, which I was really thankful for. But then I saw like someone reselling them for 200%, and I'm like, oh, I just got super lucky. I didn't have to get it from a reseller. So I think this is like definitely something really fun. I've seen a lot of people grabbing it. The Mario Lego sets? Yes, I did. I saw the cube one. So, which one is it? It's like a cube, and then... How do I explain it? So it's a cube, and inside there's like a world. Yeah! Oh my goodness. Yes, I saw that. There's actually one I really wanted, which is a typewriter. So it's a typewriter you can make out of Lego, and you can press the keys as you would with a typewriter. It's like $300. And I'm like, we clipped it. I clipped it. But I was like, I like Lego. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't think, like, it's a very expensive hobby. Oh, and you have to buy the characters separately? Oh my goodness, for $300? That's kind of crazy. But I've dealt with things like that before. I once bought like, you guys know mini brands? So mini brands, I didn't buy the mini brands, but they had one for like the Disney store, and they sold the Disney store set at Costco, which I got. Only for me to find out that you don't even get the whole store in the store set. You have to buy the gacha in order to get the entire store set. And I was like, you literally called it the Disney store, but you can't even get the full Disney store in the set. It was, I did get it, but I was really upset once I started putting it together. So, capitalism. Old school Mario level. Oh my god, that one looks so cool. I think I know which one you're talking about. Did they not have the full piece with it too? I think that'd be really upsetting. Because that one, if it's the one I'm thinking of, that one is very expensive, and I could have sworn like it would come completed. Okay. 1, 2, made 4. This one's number 5. Oh, it spins? Oh my goodness, that's so cool. I do think some Lego sets... Okay. They come with the full motion. Like, I don't know if you guys saw, there's a Bowser one where it's like Bowser can shoot things. I think those are really cool. They're definitely expensive, but it kind of makes sense because there's so many moving pieces. Kind of. Oh, for kids? Again, capitalism. Because I think as an adult, they probably think that... actually, I don't want to try to guess what they're thinking. But if the kid doesn't have the full set, the kid is more likely to be like, hey, can you get it for me? Than an adult who tries to get a set and it doesn't come together. That is super... It's really upsetting though, isn't it? Because I remember when I used to get toys as a kid, and if I was like missing a piece or it didn't come as it was like shown, it was so disappointing. It is super scummy, 100%. So that's number 6. We only need 2 more, at least for this one. Honestly, you would think, I used to think that people who made toys, they really wanted to make like things that people could look forward to and enjoy, and now I just realize it's really just capitalism. Of course, there are some people who like enjoy what they do, but it really is capitalism. Hold on, that one's not going in. Okay. And fit. It reminds me of like, you know those episodes every time someone does a cultural reference to Willy Wonka, and it's like, you think that there's like this really cool factory, and then it's like, that's not the factory they show you. Actually, like the factory is like secretly behind, and there's like no incitement, no joy. I don't know how to explain it, but basically it's like when you go to the chocolate factory and expect like, oh, this magical place where they make delicious things, and it's just like sad. My first thought was the Phineas and Ferb one, where they took like this toy factory and made it like a legit every kid's imagination. Yeah, behind the curtain, exactly. And that's always been like my image of it. I think the only exception to that was Willy and the Wonka factory, where he actually had like this factory with all these really cool, interesting things, but the point was that it wasn't for anyone to see. Like, no one has ever seen it. He just did it that way because that's how he made his chocolate. Nowadays, people show certain factories and bring people to certain places for the sake of showing people, and then the real side of it is never really shown. I don't want to like start on any tangents. It's just don't believe everything you see. Don't believe everything you see. Okay, we're doing the next part. We did all 8 petals. Hoopsie sparkle unicorn things. Oh my goodness, yes. I saw this toy and it was literally just pulling boogers from someone's head. And I didn't understand the appeal of it. There was no like fun, no creativity. It was literally just like a face and you pulled the boogers out. And I think like toys are kind of just getting there. Of course, there'll always be toys that are like sensationalized, but I kind of missed it when toys like they had a story, they had a purpose, or they had like something that they were doing. I don't know. Well, I do know. I just don't want to get too into it on this channel. So let's get into the making of it, right? Yeah, I don't know. It makes me appreciate my childhood, but it also makes me sad for like the new generation. Yeah. Okay, so we got... I feel like I'm missing a piece, or am I not? Oh, okay. I was looking for this piece and I put it upside down. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay, so we got this, and then this. So we got this. And then now we're supposed to take the petals and put them around. So this is an octagon. I once saw someone be like, what is something with 8 legs? And someone was like, a hexagon. I'm like, oh my goodness. But I would do that too, honestly, if I panicked. All right, so we got 8 petals. I hope I'm putting the petals in the right direction. It should be. Oh my gosh. It reminds me like, okay, I keep bringing up TikTok, but that's because that's where I go a lot. It's like, I saw this one Australian show, it's like the top 1% or something. And sometimes I'm like, dang, you watch it and you think, oh, I know that. And then you try to answer and you're like, oh, thank God I'm not on that. I also, there's a game I really wanted, which is, Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? I watched that show a lot growing up, and I saw the game for sale on the Switch store, and I was like, should I get it? And then I realized, if I play that, you guys will know if I'm actually smarter than a 5th grader. And I'm just doubting myself. I was like, do I want to expose myself? Like, do I want to subject myself to that? It might be fun, though. It might be fun. I'll use you guys as my lifeline. Okay, so we got that. Maybe I'll do it, maybe. For content. All right, so now... Okay, I just realized they're really slowly going through it, and I was like, am I doing this right? Okay, I'm pretty sure. No, it's okay. I think I would struggle with geography and US history, because I don't know US history. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so we got this, and it looks like it's this one, which goes in the center. Kind of looks like a spider right now. Right? Yeah. We're gonna need to call in the help for the help. Where does the circle go again? In the plus sign, that's right. Oh my goodness. All right. Wedging it in there. Now, I don't know how far it's supposed to go in. It just says, put it in the center. Yeah, in the square hole. Like, it doesn't even tell me how far in it's supposed to go. I guess we have a little spider here. Kind of like roly-poly-oly. And I'm supposed to make 4 of this. So, we're gonna take... Okay, now here's the tricky part. We're gonna take 1 circle and put 1 hexagon on top. And I say tricky because I had to like look really detailed at the instructions to make sure, because I didn't understand. They go together. Then we put the little green wrench at the bottom of the... Is it the circular one? Of the circular one. So this time the round pin does in fact go in the round hole. I was gonna... And once we get that, my camera is like, where is this going? Where's this going? Don't worry. Don't worry, camera. All right. Making sure that gets in there. Okay. I think that's good. And then we put one more piece. One more hexagon. And then we put the petal. Like, this is what I mean. Can you see this? You see this? It took me a while to like... Took me a while. There are so many pieces that go into this. So this goes on top. And then we have this one, which goes here. Hexagon, haywire. Oh my gosh, you're right, you're right. It's like, I was gonna make a pun with Doppio and I lost it, darn it. It would have been funny. Just trust me, it would have been funny. So I have to make 4 of these. All right. So first we take the circle, and then we take this hexagon. We're gonna take hex and put him on top of... Let me try this again. We're gonna take a circle. We're gonna put hex on top of the circle. Yes, with my tweezers. Okay, and now we're gonna put the wrench through the circle. And after we put the wrench through the circle, you know, why does the round pin go better in the plus sign hole than it does in the round hole? Like, I don't understand why it's so hard. The D in Doppio stands for division. You're right. Actually, that sounds like something he would actually tweet. Like, Doppio's Twitter is crazy. Sometimes I'll look at it and I'll be like, I think I understand, but I also don't think I do, because I recently saw the one where he's like, et tu, and I was like, oh my god, that's so dang clever. He really is like, he's meant for Twitter. Exactly. Like, it's so funny, but at the same time, like, trying to understand it, I'm like, I think I understand, but I also don't think I do. Oh, okay, I did it wrong. Good thing I looked. So you see, I put this one in the circle hole, like I'm supposed to. In this one, I apparently did not put it in the circle hole. So, I'm gonna put it in the right place. There we go. Okay. So 2 down. 2 down. Yeah, good thing I was looking. All right. It's fine. We haven't made any like moves that are like unfixable yet. I was making a Sanrio one. Up. It's okay. I think I can make do with another one. I was trying to do a Sanrio one and Hello Kitty. I put Hello Kitty in the wrong order. So, that one I had to really finagle, and I was like contemplating if I should just have like half a Hello Kitty. This one, fortunately, no irreparable mistakes so far. Irreparable. Also, I'm amazed I haven't dropped more pieces. That's already been 2 I've dropped. So we got this one, goes through here. The green wrench. Okay, it's supposed to go in the round hole and it won't go in. Maybe if I take one more piece and push it on... I'm gonna run out of the piece if I keep dropping it. This is why I needed the tweezers. So this goes on top, allows me to push it downward. Yes, they're trying to escape. They don't want to be part of the Pikachu Succulent display, which I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, look at how lovely it is. Don't you want to be a part of this, Lego? Don't you want to be a part of the most adorable, one of the most adorable starters? Wow, it's really not getting in there. The other ones I managed to, like, push further down. This one's really just, like, fighting for its life to be unique. Okay. Alright. Get in there. Exactly, exactly. Don't you want to be part of something bigger than yourself? Oh my gosh. We need to, like, count how many cliches we've mentioned today. Okay, you know what? You win. You win. You can be unique. You can be unique. I'm not gonna get... You obviously just don't fit. That's fine. That's fine. There we go. And last one. Pick up piece 1. Pick up piece 2. And clip. Clip. Now you're all just fighting with me. Okay. That Lego piece is not like other... You're exactly right. What is it? It's instead of a succulent petal, it's light green, delicate stem with feathered... I don't know. It's just... I was thinking of that girl who does TikToks, and she's like, my name is Autumn Rain, and then it's like emoji, emoji, emoji. And I was trying to think of something clever, and I could not, because I was too busy trying to get it to work, but you're right. Okay. Also, one of my favorite mangas recently, she has this arc, and I love it because the dialogue is so funny, but she's basically being told by, like, she's someone who is isekai to another world, and one of the maids who is, like, taking care of her is like, you should be more ladylike, you should be more delicate in the way you talk, and as she's teaching them to cook, she's like, take the delicate apple and mix it with the bountiful butter as you fold it together so that they can make it. And I don't know, I'll have to, like, post the screenshot, but it's so funny how elaborate she makes it, and it's so good. I love the author for the dialogue. Dialogue is definitely one of the things that really attracts me to a manhwa. And if anyone's watching Tear Moon Empire, which is coming out on Crunchyroll, definitely recommend it. It's so funny. It's so funny. If you love misunderstandings, if you want to see, like, a silly but well-intentioned female lead who is not very clueless, she's just, things end up working out for her because she does a combination of future knowledge, and also she knows, future knowledge and her efforts to try. I don't know, it's just, I have to figure out how to explain this. This is one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of, like, manga manhwa content, is I need time to think about how to express it. And sometimes I worry I don't, like, give it enough credit so that you guys... I can't sell it well enough to you guys. So that's why I'm planning to do, like, video content so I can plan it. Spacey fluffiness of paprika. Yes, exactly. Just like that. Cheesecake. It's so good. I love that manga. I'll definitely have to recommend it on another... when I make a video on it. I'll post it. Trust me. Okay, we're gonna move on because I could talk more about it. It's just that I didn't realize it's been an hour, and I want to at least finish the Pikachu today. So we got the 4 petals. We've done this. Now I have to make this. Whatever that is. So we gotta take the 2. Okay, I think I know how to do this. when you try to make scary stories. No, that's so good. It sounds so... I think like everyone has a genre they're really good at, and if you definitely want to write scary stories, you can work on it, but there's definitely genres that we just find easier to write, aren't there? As someone who like used to write fan fiction, I definitely am better at fluff. I'm not really good at angst. I want to get better at it. Hold on, I just realized they're going in the same direction. Whoops. Okay, so this one... Oh, okay, I was right. So there are pieces that go... Exactly! Yeah! I love writing fluff. I love coffee shop AUs. I love tattoo and floor shop AUs. Oh my god. Obsessed. So we got these two. So it looks like a petal, I think. Indian. We got one of these. And we're gonna take a circle and put it on top of... So okay, so here's how it works. We take this. We take one of these. And it goes like this. And then we take the circle. And it goes like this. Thank goodness for tweezers. Okay, it was not fitting, I was panicking. So we got this, and then this goes over here. Nope. Does it not? It does, okay. I thought I did it wrong. Oh, let's go, we got it. So that's what it looks like. It looks like this. But it's supposed to go this way. Okay. So I gotta make two more. One more of that. Good, because I only have two of these pieces. So we got to go like this. One on the other side. Then it goes circle. I'm rebelling, I'm going against the directions. Hex. And then we got this, which goes this way. All right. Okay, thanks for stopping by, Cheesecake. Have a good night. Rest well. Have a good weekend. I will post a picture of the completed Pikachu later, so you can see it as well. So we got that. Now let's do... I got another one I gotta do. The same idea, but it's just with the darker piece. Okay. Same everything. Good. So we got one here. We're so close. We're counting down the pieces. I think we're just got the details left after this. And then I can like put together the succulent. So we got this. We got the circle and then the square. I don't know why I ran out. Did I put something wrong? I did not. Okay. I just have to use a different one this time. Ooh, that was anxious. I was like, why did I run out of something? And it's not. I just have to use something different this time. This is why you gotta like really look at these instructions. So this time it's going to be take one of this, one of these that we haven't used so far, and put them together. Then you grab one of this, put it this way, Or is it the other way? I think it's this way. Put that together. And then this goes here. Yes. Okay. So we got one more of this to make. This. And this. And then one more. We're just doing a lot of petal making today. Which is fair because it's a succulent. Then we take this, one of these, like that, like this. I have to be very careful because I'm running out of pieces. I don't really have extras anymore. And then one more, like this. Oh, see, I clipped it. I'm like surprised I haven't like broken a glove so far. So we got that. And now we're connecting them. So we're taking one of these, connecting this one. Connecting it like this. And because there's only 4 of these, I'm guessing I have to do it every other piece. Should I read the instructions? I could, but I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong. I have a little bit of confidence in that regard. Okay. Oh, it came off. Okay. It does not click, but that's okay. So we got, oh, nope, I was wrong, no! Hold on. Okay, so here's how it works. You gotta look at the instructions. You can already see here. So we got one there, right? We need one of the dark petal ones to go over here. Hold on. Which ways does it go? Goes up here. Points upwards. Then we get one of the light petal ones to go on this side. Actually, that means I'm probably not wrong. I moved too fast for this instructions. Okay, yeah. So then we got these 2 that go one here, one this way. Oops. So we got 2 like this. Of course, we are mirroring, so we put one over here. Move that over a little bit. Okay. Oh no, a little bit. It moved over too much. Put that in. We gotta put one of this over here. And then the last one, of course, goes here. So I wasn't wrong. I just went too far ahead. Okay, so this is how it looks. And now we're gonna put this on top of the other one. No, I keep knocking over Pikachu. Pikachu's gonna sit here. This will go through here. Okay. I almost did something wrong. Did I? No, I did not. Okay. Thank goodness. I thought I missed a piece. And then you push that so it clicks. Give me 2 seconds as I figure out if I did it wrong. I did not, in fact, do it wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna click that there. Put that properly on here. And then fix the petal. I'll fix the petal. Okay. We're fine, we're fine. I was really ambitious wanting to do like all 4 in one stream, wasn't I? Okay, so now that we've got that, I can take this one, put that on top, and push that into place. And that's how it looks. I keep forgetting to like not take this stuff on screen. Next. Okay. So now we're building something new. We take one yellow, put that together. Oops. Okay, that was satisfying. It was hard, but it worked. It was very satisfying once it actually clicked. And then once we got that, we take this. We put it on this way, is it? Let me take a quick look, because the direction of this is actually pretty important. Okay, it does go straight. So it goes this way. Now we'll put this. Hi, Bowls, welcome! Yes, you missed it. I had everything very nicely organized. But yeah, this is what happens when I'm trying to do delicate work. Surgery is currently in session. So it looks like this. Correct. And then I take this. And I take this. Which way does it go? I think it's this way. So we take this and this. Very satisfying click. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure the direction was right. So I'm gonna make 2 of those. Oh, you did? Ah, I see. Yeah. I actually have, I've organized all 4 of the sets. So I think I'll only get through 1 Pikachu today. But I'm pretty proud of it. I might post pictures of it later. You're right. So we got this, and it goes here. Click. And then the second click. That one was a better click. I don't know if you could hear that. So we got these 2. And then, for a second I thought I was missing pieces. This keeps happening. I keep looking at the pieces being like, am I missing something? No, I was looking at the wrong piece. So this one and this one goes soft click, and then it goes with this. This way, I think. Oh, okay, good. Because I find the clicks really satisfying. Like, part of what I enjoy about Lego is the clicks. Ta-da! And then one more. 1, 2. Oh, I could actually use the tweezers to put them on. I didn't think of that. Well, actually, I don't want to do that. The tweezers are nice, but there's like, it's just better to use your hands. And click. Alright, so we've done that. Next page. Kind of looks awkward. Fix that a little bit. So now we're doing this part. We start with this. We take one of the clears and point it. Oops. Oop. Doing this with gloves on is really something. Okay. There we go. See, it didn't need to be that hard. And then once we've gotten... Oh, I see how it's supposed to go. Okay, so we gotta put all of these on, but they're going in different directions. So we got one that way, one this way, and then one more. All right, like that, like this. So now that we've got that on, we put that in the center. I'm supposed to face, oops. It's not cooperating. Okay, like this, like this. Like that. And then I gotta make two more. Take this and this. It goes this way. And then this one goes, oops. This way. I'm gonna try to do it without the tweezers. And click. Okay, so we got that. And these two go one there. And then one here. I almost put it in the wrong direction. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks weird to me. I'll probably be able to like fix it up a bit later, but it kind of looks weird. Now the last one, we take this, take this. Sometimes I'm scared I'm like gonna press on the piece and break it. It's happened before. It's happened before. I'm too strong. And like this. Okay. Now this will go this way. Ta-da! It looks kind of cool. I think that's right. All right. So now I gotta put this on top of here. Kind of like play around with the petals a little. Oh, it came off, it came off, it came off. Okay. Like this. Yeah, thank you. It was the first one I did, and it's why I'm so excited to do this one. Okay, so now we've kind of... Okay, So this is how it looks. And now I'm supposed to put it over here. Best thing about these is they color coded, so you know where this is supposed to go. Aha! I see that. Oh my god, I have to use considerable strength. That's not right. Oof. This is literally so delicate. Okay. Hold on. Oh no, it came off. Everything is coming off. I don't know if you can see this. It's all literally coming off. No. Okay. So I know this is supposed to go. It is falling apart. I'm just gonna have to be... Hold on, I'm gonna have to do this off screen. Okay, you guys could hear that, but you guys can see like the carnage that is me trying to like get it on. I had to use... Oof. Considerable effort. That goes... I'm gonna need to do some surgery. Surgery is still in session. Don't worry, these things are normal. You can trust me, I'm wearing gloves. Okay. Oh. No need to panic. No need to panic. This goes over here. Okay. This goes over here. One of them fell on the floor. Over here. Oh no, don't do this to me. The whole thing came off. Okay. This goes over here. Okay, we're good. And then we got one more piece at the very top here. Like that. Whew. Don't mind. So that's this. Anxiety inducing, truly. Now the last thing is Pikachu. Ta-da! This is the Pikachu. I put the Pokeball sideways. Let me do this again and then we'll do ta-da. Ta-da! Properly. As you can see, this is our little Pikachu Succulent. Put it beside the Jigglypuff. It looks better from a distance, doesn't it? It truly does. Now, let me show you guys something I have. I have been collecting extra pieces from these sets, and you can see how many I have. And it's very cute. It's like confetti. So that's what I'm gonna do with these little extras. No piece goes to waste. And I have like some really cute stuff in here. Yep. I love it. It's adorable. All right. Now, as much as I would love to make more, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. That was a lot. It was fun though. Maybe I'll do, I think I might record the rest of it, but it might not be on a stream. I will show you guys the sets. So this is a Bulbasaur. This is Bulbasaur. Does it look fun? Yes, I'll record it, but we're not gonna do it on the live stream today. So that's Bulbasaur. Next, Charmander. Charmander. Very satisfying, isn't it? Bulbasaur is so cute. I'm so excited to make it because it's sleeping Bulbasaur. Oh no! We've got Charmander. I did knock the Bulbasaur a little bit. And then of course, my favorite starter. I have to be very careful. He has like so many tiny pieces. You can't really fully see it. Hold on. Squirtle! And if you couldn't tell, it's Squirtle! Honestly, this looks the most gruesome to me. Like, just the body parts, but yeah. So that's, I spent the time putting it all together. Alright, well, today was a bit of a short stream, but I'm sweating. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had a lot of fun. I really like doing these hand cams, and like I said, I'm thinking about next week's schedule. I'll either do a Pokemon card, a random Pokemon card opening, because I have a lot. It does, right? That's why I kind of wanted to do it, just to like take apart the pieces. It upsets me. Like, all the others are still okay. But yeah, I'm either gonna do a Pokemon card opening stream with random Pokemon cards I still have, or I'm going to do another hand cam, which is prep for my Halloween hand cam. I'm really excited for that, just waiting for some things to come in. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today, whether you talked in chat or you lurked. I appreciate you all. I had a lot of fun, as interesting as this experience was. If you want a challenge, do Lego with tweezers. It really makes a difference. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, a good night, or a good evening wherever you are, and I hope that you guys rest well, and I hope I see you in another stream. I will post up my waiting room soon, and hopefully I see you there. Until then, bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you in another stream. Until then, bye-bye. Bye-bye. I need to set up hotkeys.